Today we're going to be planting 2 Bare Root Red Haven peach trees. I got these from Tractor Supply for around $15 each. The bags around the roots are filled with a moist wood chip material to keep the bare roots from drying out. As you can see, these 2 trees have some green on them, which means they've started to break dormancy, so we really want to get them into the ground quick. We've already found 2 great spots in our backyard to plant these trees. We just need to get them out of the packages and inspect the roots. These roots should be soaked in water for 1 to 2 hours before putting them in the ground. While you're doing this part, it's super important to make sure that you don't accidentally hit your partner in the face with one of these trees.
Stop, you're freaking hitting me in the face with that.
This is why I was trying to video. Yeah, stretch it out.
Quit talking like that. Act your
Anyway, so we got the roots out of the packages and it looks like the company has totally butchered these roots. That's okay though, because they're still alive and I think they'll do just fine if they are handled right. After placing the roots in a bucket of water so that they can soak for a while, it's now time to get started on digging the holes in our backyard. You want to pick a location that gets a lot of sun. Most fruit trees need at least 8 hours of direct sunlight each day to thrive. The ground should also drain well. Puddled water can cause root rot to form. I'm using my shovel to break apart dirt clumps into smaller pieces so that they will pack in better. You don't want any big clumps of dirt because they can cause air pockets underground that water can pool in. This can also lead to root rot and other diseases for your tree, so you definitely want to avoid that from happening. We're digging both of these holes to around 2 feet deep. This might be deeper than we need, but it is always easier to work with a hole that is too deep as opposed to planting your whole tree and then realizing that you didn't dig the hole deep enough. Here I am explaining to my wife how deep we want the tree. The dirt should be 1 to 2 inches above the top of the roots, but you definitely don't want to cover where the tree was grafted to the rootstock. I've heard rumors that if you bury it, then offshoots from the original rootstock could potentially form. I'm not sure if this is true, but we aren't going to risk it. I'm breaking apart the dirt further with my hands and I'm just packing it in tightly around the base of the roots. At this point in the process, my wife heard something moving in the shed. Over the last couple of weeks, I think we've had a skunk that has dug its home underneath it. So I stopped what I was doing, I grabbed the camera, and I was fully prepared to get sprayed.
Oh my god!
Why?
Because I can hear footsteps and I was walking back there. And it wasn't mine, I'll tell you that.
Oh shoot! Turns out it was just the neighbor's cat, so I got back to working with the tree. I'm carefully packing the dirt around the tree until it is flush with the natural ground. After doing that, the last thing to do is to pour water on it. During its first year, a fruit tree needs around 5 gallons of water every week. Our ground is super wet right now, so I'm only giving them about 2.5 gallons. Our trees are now planted and ready for new spring growth. This is the first video my wife and I have ever made together, so if you have any questions or input, feel free to add it into the comments. Also, please like and subscribe.